An explosion in Danbury has ripped apart a propane gas company building. It was a story News Channel 8 was first to report.
That blast happened overnight at the Hocon Industrial Gas Company. That's on Payne Road. News Channel 8's Crystal Haynes live in Danbury with the latest. Crystal.
Good afternoon, Sonia. We have just learned in the past half hour that the fire started in a maintenance section of the Hocon Gas Company building. Now, fire officials have determined that possibly a compressor ignited natural gas that was leaking into the building and caused the explosion. Now, that explosion is the third major incident fire officials in Danbury has had to respond to in about 5 weeks.
It was a long night for Danbury firefighters like Walter Ortega. Emergency crews were on scene of this explosion and fire at the Hocon Gas Company for more than 10 hours, dousing out hot spots, dismantling the two-story building, and clearing debris that was scattered for about 100 yards around.
When I got down to look at the fire, it was indicative of some type of possibly a gas explosion.
It's the third major incident Danbury Fire has had to respond to in just 5 weeks. On September 6th, Danbury state and federal officials had to respond to an anthrax contamination on Padanaram Road. Then just 6 days later, a massive fire destroyed the Reliant air hangar at the municipal airport. In each incident, firefighters were on scene for hours, even days, and extra manpower was called in. And all those men cost the city a lot in overtime.
We're probably at around 120 to 150,000. That counts the anthrax, the airport hangar fire, and now the Hocon gas explosion.
But what doesn't contribute to that overtime budget in Danbury is the help of all the volunteer fire departments like Bethel that helped get this explosion under control. More than 75 Bethel volunteers risked their lives in situations like the Hocon gas explosion and fire. And when this fire was out, it was back to their paying jobs.
It was a long night, and it'll be a long day because none of us will get any sleep today because we'll all have to go back to our normal jobs.
And while the city does appreciate the volunteer efforts, they do budget for this kind of emergency work.
That's part of our duty to protect the public safety and protect the public welfare, so we gladly spend that money if it saves lives and saves property from damage.
And speaking of damaged property, the estimated damage to the Hocon gas building is in the hundreds of thousands of dollars. Now, they have resumed operations. They have a few other company buildings in different parts of the state. And we even saw a few delivery trucks moving propane tanks off the property here. We're live in Danbury. I'm Crystal Haynes, News Channel 8.